Hey bitches, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video I am going to discuss James Charles and his future with Morphe. If you have not already seen my previous video about James Charles and the Sister Squad no longer being friends, I am going to place a card in the upper right hand corner as well as a link down in the description. If this is your first time on my channel, hello, welcome, how are you doing? If you could please hit the subscribe button down below, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you are someone who has been here for a day, a week, a month, or a year, welcome back. If you could please make sure you have all of your notifications set to on by clicking the bell icon somewhere on the screen. Please know that everything I speak on in my videos is my own personal opinion, and opinions are not facts, and please do not send any hate to anyone or any brand that I speak on in my videos, because that is not what these are meant for. They're just meant for us to throw a little shade, spill a little tea, and have a messy time here on the internet. James Charles' week just got a lot worse because his #1 selling palette that he has with Morphe is getting returned to all store locations as well as Ulta in bulk. One person tweeted out the following: about 26 James Charles and Morphe palettes got returned to my local Ulta today. Oh my god. In the wake of all the drama and allegations surrounding James Charles right now, a lot of people are wondering what his future is with the company. Morphe has not said anything on their social media about this whole James Charles situation, but under each and every one of their posts, people are calling for Morphe to part ways with James Charles. One person said the following: no more Morphe products for me or my friends till James the Predator is not affiliated any longer. Another person said the following: drop at James Charles like how his subscribers are dropping by the second. Until then, I refuse to support you and am forced to question your business ethics and morals. This will show if you're in it for the money or what's right. A lot of people are concerned that Morphe will not part ways with James Charles in this situation because he brings in a lot of money and is one of their top earners. However, now that people are returning their James Charles palettes, brushes, and everything to Morphe locations and Ulta, it seems that's not going to be the case. People are taking a stand against James Charles and Morphe all across the internet because of this situation. They're throwing their palettes in the trash or just straight up destroying them. Here is a clip from someone on Twitter. If I could recommend something in this situation, it would be not destroy your palette. If you are someone that does not want to have anything to do with Morphe or James Charles because of this drama that is going on, I would recommend finding a place that you could donate your makeup to, if they will accept it. Or, if you are still within the return period, return it to whatever store you got it from and speak with your dollars. In this situation, I do not see how it's going to be possible for Morphe to continue a business relationship with James Charles. Now, I understand that James Charles and the owner of Morphe, Linda, are very good friends. She even bought him a baby grand piano for his housewarming party, but there is no way that a company can stand with someone who has allegations of them being a sexual predator coming out against them. This is not just one person coming forward. This is multiple people coming forward and confirming that James Charles is everything that everyone is saying about him. He's using his fame, money, and social media presence to intimidate people into being a certain way with him that they do not want. He's literally the Harvey Weinstein of makeup. To me, this is a really easy choice that Morphe has to make. Part ways with James Charles. It's only going to bring your business down. There are many other influencers out there that you can affiliate yourself with. You guys are with Jeffree Star now. I'm sure that he brings in enough money that James Charles could just be phased out. And if they do not part ways, that just shows you the type of company that Morphe is. They only care about money, they have no morals and no ethics. What is your opinion about James Charles and Morphe's future relationship? Do you think they need to part ways with James Charles? Do you think it's fine just keeping him in stores? If they decide to keep him in stores, are you going to boycott the company? Please let me know all of your thoughts and opinions down below, and you guessed it, let's talk about some more James Charles. A makeup artist by the name of Kevin Kodra came forward over on Twitter earlier and claimed that James Charles had him blacklisted from Morphe as well as Anastasia or Beverly Hills. He also claimed that James Charles did not pay him for some Coachella Photoshop by tweeting out the following: at James Charles. Question: I still wasn't paid for the Photoshop work I did for you during Coachella. Let's not talk about the countless connections you've ruined for me with other brands. I can go down a list of brands you have told to take me off their lists. Woo, child. Oh, remember when you bitched to the other influencers about my grad photo going viral and congratulated me on Twitter because I was #1 trending worldwide? The fake really jumped out. At Morphe Brushes. At Norvina 1. Shame on you guys for allowing a bigger creator with a bigger ego to control your own brand. Because of him, y'all cut off artists such as myself to help make yourself some dollars. How's that going for y'all? After Norvina kept getting responses from people wondering if she was going to drop James Charles or part ways with him as a friend, she responded with the following: why am I tagged in this? I have nothing to do with what's being said. Kev responded with the following: Norvina, I have contacted you countless times. I have heard so many things about why I was 1, taken off the list last summer, 2, ignored during your huge search. My DMs are open, freely send me a message. Norvina responded with the following: again, what does this have to do with James and me? I'm confused about being tied to something that's clearly all over social media, knowing full well that I have zero to do with it. I don't see tweets from people that don't follow me. Not for egotistical reasons. Kev responded with the following. I followed you up until last week when I decided to no longer follow that many people. It's not egotistical. It's the factor of being ignored and knowing there's something deeper. Like I said, DMs are open respectively. Norvina responded with the following. When I calm down, because I'm pissed at the moment, I'll circle back and be the bigger person and understand how people had you confused and second-guessing yourself. I can sympathize. I'll introduce you to Natalia, since I did always assume you were on, and you two can work it out. Norvina continued with the following. Just due to respect those that do. If you were taken off the list, it again had zero to do with James Charles. This isn't a way to get my attention. And you were not ignored. You most likely went unnoticed due to reasons above. Someone responded to this thread and said the following. Holy snap. Time to boycott 2 makeup companies too, I see. At Morphe Brushes at Norvina. They later went back to apologize and said the following. I seem to owe you an apology. Looks like I gotta smarten up too. Sorry, Norvina. Glad the air is cleared. Low-key disappointed in myself. Much love. Norvina responded to them with the following. All good. I get emotional too. You come from a place of having a high moral compass and a sense of justice. As long as I can understand where the other person is coming from, we can get past almost anything. Now, I tend to believe that James Charles has done some shady stuff behind the scenes when it comes to other influencers and them getting recognition and all of that kind of stuff. In Tati's video the other day, she said that James Charles and her had a mini falling out during the launch of the vault after the party, and she had to go back and ask him, like, why did you feel like you had to do these things, and why did you act this way, and why did you say that? What is your opinion about people saying they're not going to buy from Anastasia Beverly Hills anymore because of their affiliation with James Charles? In my opinion, I feel like it's the same thing with Morphe. Yes, he does not have any product with Anastasia Beverly Hills, but how are you going to stand with someone who has those very serious allegations against them? I've been receiving a ton of questions in DMs on Twitter and Instagram about what my thoughts are about the upcoming Sisters tour. And my thought is, I feel sorry for all of those parents that spent hundreds, probably over $500 so their kid can get a chance to meet James Charles. One of the reasons is because if you are a parent that spent that money on your kid and you are just now wisening up to what is happening with James Charles on social media because this has been picked up by a lot of news networks, then you're not going to be able to get your money back. They worded it perfectly in their frequently asked questions that, what if I can't make it? Can I get a refund? It says, no, all sales are final. I'm honestly going to be very surprised if they do not just cancel the whole tour and figure out a way to get everyone who purchased the ticket their money back, which would be horrible for the people that bought them off of third-party websites because it sold out and they were trying to just make sure they got a seat. Another thing that people are finding very interesting is that Tati had the #1 video on trending for 24 hours and then all of a sudden it just fell off the list. Someone brought it to everyone's attention by tweeting, "Did you notice that Tati's bi sister was #1 trending on YouTube and then suddenly completely off the list? Very convenient, since James is so close with YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki." That's probably said so wrong, but you guys know what I meant. Who also invited him to the Met Gala as YouTube's rep. You know, I've really been wondering about that myself, because yes, Susan did invite him to the Met Gala as one of YouTube's reps, and they really wanted to show everyone that YouTube was a real thing, influencers were a real thing, and they are there with a vengeance, and they are making a stamp in this world. And he was technically supposed to show everyone that this is a good YouTuber. Well, I can't imagine what Susan must be feeling, James must be feeling, knowing that they had the fabulous Met Gala, and now a few days later, here we are, and James Charles is literally one of the most disliked people on the platform. I do find it very odd that Tati's video, which was #1 trending worldwide, all of a sudden just fell off the list, and there are videos out there that have less numbers, less engagement, and everything. Suspicious? I think so. A lot of people are thinking that Tana Mongeau is the next one to drop herself as a friend from James Charles because she tweeted out the following. Is there room on the PR list, sis? At Kylie Jenner. You know, it's been talked about all over social media for a while now that Tana Mongeau actually has never cared for James Charles, and she was just using him for clout because he has such high numbers. And Tana has always been very vocal about just really wanting clout. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I could totally see Tana sitting down in front of her camera, turning the tears on, and doing a My Truth video about James Charles. It looks like Kathleen Lights also had a subtweet about James Charles earlier today, or at least that's what everyone is thinking, because she tweeted out the following. I have zero respect for people who use others just to get to the top. You know, in this situation, I really hope that James learned from the Laura Lees, the Manny MUAs, on how to deal with this kind of problem online. I hope that he doesn't try to pull a Manny, though, and say, I'm going to come out with like a 3-part docuseries about what my life has been like while this has been going on, how I'm going to get better about this, and then just scrap it after one episode. I totally think that's something that James Charles would do, though, because, one, he's full of himself, but two, he apparently has a very, very bad PR team. I really feel like the best thing for James Charles to do would be to stay off of social media, off of YouTube, and just take about 3 months to himself, regroup, get some help, figure out everything, and then come back and let everyone know what has been going on. Because the stuff that's coming out about him, there's really no way for him to sit down and talk about it. No one's going to believe him. What is your opinion? Do you think that James Charles should leave social media for a while, or do you think he should come back immediately? Please let me know all of your thoughts and opinions down below. And with that said, everyone, that is it for this video. I hope that you did enjoy it. Please follow all my social media linked down in the description, and I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.